I want every one of you to think about one person that's changed your life without even realizing it. Fortunately, I've been blessed with so many people that have done this for me. Unfortunately, this speech has a time limit, so I'll only be able to talk about a few. People come in and out of our lives, and it changes us in many different ways. Each item I've brought reflects how each of those relationships affects me in a positive way. I'd say a good place to start is the year of 2016. This is my Papa David. He was my grandpa, and he died of cancer when I was 6, 3 days before Thanksgiving. I remember going to my grandparents' house, and they took us in the black and white room, which is what all the grandkids talked about. And they told us the news of his passing. The only thing I don't remember is being upset at the moment. The past year, though, I've thought about my grandma. It just really makes me upset because it shows me that I need to cherish time with the people that I have in my life right now. 5 to 6 months later, my sister Madison moved out to college. I remember looking up to her so much. She wore white Converse, boy shorts, and a backwards hat. She was a tomboy, so I wanted to be just like her and be a tomboy with her. The day she graduated, I remember standing in the hallway with all my friends in first grade, and seeing her walk through the halls in her cap and gown. Terry Motley, our old middle school secretary, took us out to take pictures of me and my sisters. Of course, younger sibling is saying, "Thank goodness she's moving out, I get my own room." But later that night I cried because she was leaving. But with every loss, I think there's a void to be filled, which brings me to love and basketball. The basketball coach that was here before Brinkman was Coach Shimmer. A lot of people talk negatively about her, but when I was younger, I looked up to her so much. We talked all the time, we played horse together, and when she left, I was super scared about who the new basketball coach would be. Brinkman, the first time I met her, was super intimidating. I remember seeing her sitting up in the bleachers in the middle school gym during our middle school summer practices and just thinking, I can't mess up, she's watching. However, she asked me to sit on the bench during my 8th grade year, and that was a complete turning point in our relationship. Getting into high school, our relationship grew more and more. I talk to her about everything, she gives me great advice, and my love for basketball grew. I hang out with her kids, she comes over to my house, and now she's like another sister to me. Love and basketball ties in because I had no idea what this movie was until she showed it to me, and now it's one of my favorites. This shows her relationship with me, shows how stepping into somebody's life with intention is powerful, and I'd like to do the same in my future. As you can probably guess, the apple stands for teaching. I want to become a teacher because I enjoy the company of innocent and imaginative minds. Elementary teaching is what I'd like to major in. I'd love to mold these minds into having a lasting impact on my students so they can have lasting impacts on those around them as well. With lessons I learned from my teachers when I was younger. Giving 100%, being happy for others, accountability and honesty, and I want to instill confidence in all my students. These are all core values of mine that I like to do to other people that I'm with. Ultimately, it's easy to see how the effect people have on your life takes a toll on who you are as a person. Every item I brought is connected to how I value the relationships that have affected me in a positive way. Even though leaving as my first item seems negative, it's only because they had so much positivity in my life. These lasting effects are what influenced my speech and what made me myself.